Yeah, I saw the Ashes of Creation stuff. Archive sent it to me. This has been a crazy disaster that just keeps on getting messier and more pathetic. What happened with Ashes of Creation? Like in general? You don't know the story, or do you mean what the new stuff is? Because here, we'll just read the article just in case people don't know the lore. Ashes of Creation, though, in a nutshell, massively successful Kickstarter campaign, and then out of nowhere, in a very public blow-up, got taken down, like 4 or 5 months ago? They're like, alright, we're done here. No more Ashes of Creation, after raising $3.2 million. Okay, so it was removed from Steam in February. Wow. I didn't remember being that. I thought it was a lot longer, but whatever. I thought it was a lot earlier. Watch like the first 20 seconds of the video in that article. It's insane how much money they spent on bullshit. Down here. Yeah, we'll get to it in a minute. The ensuing back and forth between former CEO Stephen Sheriff and the studio's board has made the veracity of both sides' claims difficult to verify, but following an extremely detailed report published by YouTube channel Nefas QS on April 11th, there are now more allegations flying around about how the project's funds were managed. The news report claims to have obtained and processed the entire Intrepid Studios general ledger from 2015 to 2026, which they state paints a troubling picture of a company that was on the threshold of financial death at multiple points in its history. And then it talks about the new allegations here about the lavish lifestyle. So here we go. So basically, using funds for nefarious purposes outside of making the game that they were supposed to deliver and following through on the promises.
$21,000 to hire a private chef, $48,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash, $8,700.
$220,000 for DoorDash. That's diabolical. What is he ordering through DoorDash? How is that possible?
$1,000 to hire a private chef, $48,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash.
$220,000 for DoorDash doesn't even make sense. You'd have to be eating like every hour. Man's out here DoorDashing caviar and shit every hour on the hour. DoorDashing gold bars to my house. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that's possible. I didn't see that figure. I saw like the TCG stuff where he wasted $48,000 on trading cards and shit. And then the private chef. Why is he getting a private chef for $21K when he's still DoorDashing $220K worth of food? Is all this guy does eat? That's all he is? He's just like fucking gluttonously consuming? Just like this filthy, gluttonous man? Like Nurgle or something? Like, this is crazy. How is that possible? How does an appetite like that even exist? Because keep in mind, this is $220,000 in a relatively small period of time. This isn't over the course of like 40 years. Wow. Wow.
$8,700 for office plants, almost $16,000 for the movie theater.
What? $16,000 for the movie theater? I go to a movie every single week and I haven't spent anywhere near $16,000 in the entire time I've done like the moist meter and shit. How? What does he do? This can't be right. He would have to be seeing every single movie that's ever released for the last, like, 5 years in Dolby and IMAX. I don't get it. That's mostly food. Oh, true, yeah. Maybe he spends $16,000 at the theaters, not on tickets, but on concessions. That's a good point. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. All the limited edition popcorn buckets, you're right. Didn't even think of that. How silly of me. The guy who DoorDashes $250,000 worth of food is definitely finding other ways of wasting even more money on food at movie theaters. Holy.
$95,000 for Amazon orders, 3.5.
What was that? So, let me just full screen that because it's getting because it's getting blocked by the embedding.
$8 million for the almost $16,220 for the movie theater, $595,000 for Amazon orders, $3.5 million for Amazon Web Services, $1.48 million for the American Express credit card, $3.9 million for multiple Chase credit cards, $102,000 for Epic Games, $21,000
Say that one more time.
Multiple Chase credit cards, $102,000 for Epic Games.
102,000 for Epic Games? Like, what does that mean? Like using their engine or their service or something? Or is he actually spending $102,000 on the Epic Games Store? I don't even think they have that many games on there that could even warrant that amount of spending. If you bought every game Epic Games has, I don't think you would spend 100K. Oh, V-Bucks. I didn't even think of V-Bucks! Son of a bitch! Oh, you're right. I didn't even consider that. How accurate are these numbers? Well, according to the article, he got a hold of like their entire financial ledger from 2015 to 2026. So I think it's probably pretty accurate. I don't know. And even before this video, there were allegations of like really crazy spending and mismanagement. So like it's entirely believable. It's not confirmed per se, but I could see it. Oh, I spoiled one of them. He spent $421 at a luxury cigar retailer. It's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, I'm getting spoilers now. Arguably one of the more serious allegations in the general ledger concerns a company named Gore Oil, which states he received $81K. Gore Oil Company was the deed owner of Sheriff and Moore's San Diego mansion, which was sold to the couple on April 11, 2020 for $4.9 million. Sheriff, who was continuing to litigate these matters in court, told Kotaku there was no misappropriation of Kickstarter funds whatsoever and that any assertions regarding a lavish lifestyle or personal misuses of company funds were categorically false. An examination of the facts through the judicial process has already revealed that the parties behind these claims orchestrated an unlawful foreclosure to take control of Intrepid's assets from the people who built Ashes of Creation, with the intent to exploit those assets for their own benefit, Sheriff said. Since the new video went live, someone has been trying to make it go away. Someone already filed a privacy complaint against the video. Just a heads up, we will be disputing it. He wrote in the comments. Someone also reported my Reddit account from a community subreddit to the admins. Huh. So interesting. I am so beyond curious if these are accurate.
$21,000 for Magic the Gathering cards, $2,200 for hot dogs, $4,200 for luxury aromas, $6,600 for Steam games, and
How do you only spend 6K on Steam versus 100K on Epic? This guy's actually a madman. This guy is clinically insane. He needs to be institutionalized. I don't even care about the $2,000 that he blew on glizzies. Don't care. Shoving them up his butt, throwing them in the trash. It's a lot of money to be spending on glizzies, but that is not nearly as offensive to me as spending 6K on Steam versus 100K on the Epic Game Store. How? How? Bro is saving up to buy Tung Sahur in Fortnite.
$49 million for office rent.
Listen, someone's stomach, child's stomach just growled.
Classic,
Did you hear
classic.
It? Gotta listen like me. Rent is too damn high.
Those are just some of the numbers you'll be able to look at both yourself in this video and the general ledger covering over a decade of monetary transactions I'm making publicly accessible.
Ooh. You can check the ledger yourself? That adds another air of credibility to it, I would say. Wow, I have got to see how this shakes out if this is all true. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I only read, like, the article, so I missed some of these up here in the beginning. I didn't watch the video. Yeah, the whole Ashes of Creation story is a crazy one. We talked about it when it first happened, when it first got taken down, and all of the wackiness. Don't worry, your money was spent on a glizzy. That's true. You were probably part of his hot dog fund. That was one of your backer rewards. Sheriff eats a hot dog in your honor. I don't know, man. It is very interesting that this is now publicly accessible. He's made the ledger public. It could still be bogus. It could still be incorrect data. I have no idea. I have got to see where this goes next. I am still so stunned on this right here.
Theater, 598,000 for historical antiques, 220,000 for DoorDash.
Can't get over that. I can't get over that. $220K for DoorDash. That's like that Wayfair shit back in the day where people thought they were trafficking children through the Wayfair prices because some of the furniture made no sense that people were paying or something, whatever that was. Now I kind of already forgot the details. That's like that kind of shit. Isn't it across 10 years? Yeah, I believe it's across 10 years. That's still an unfathomable amount of money. And again, 10 years is a relatively small period of time to rack up $220K in DoorDash orders. In fact, how long has DoorDash been, like, mainstream? I don't even know if it's been around, like, in a big way for a decade. Let's see. When was DoorDash launch? 2013 is when it launched, so let's safely assume that it was big in 2016. That's still crazy. I feel like most of these, though, like DoorDash, Uber Eats and stuff, really popped off around, like, COVID era, though. Like, that's when I imagine most of the spending would have been for them. Is Uber Eats healthy? Brother, what? It depends on what you're Uber Eatsing. It's entirely up to you. Uber doesn't decide what it's sending you.